You get the I don't have the post up. It's not on the page.
Got it. It just popped up. Did you get it, George?
It's still loading.
Okay.
This piece of trash. My computer sucks. All right. All right, I'm ready.
Put a smile on your face, George. Dang it. I don't know. That was a little creepy. Don't do that.
I don't smile. It
I know.
feels really weird.
Put a smile on your face, George. Dang it. I don't know. That was a little creepy. Don't do that.
I don't smile. It
I know.
feels really weird.
Put a smile on your face, George. Dang it. I don't know. That was a little creepy. Don't do that.
I don't smile. It
I know.
feels really weird.
Put a smile on your face, George. Dang it. I don't know. That was a little creepy. Don't do that.
I don't smile. It
I know.
feels really weird.
Put a smile on your face, George. Dang it. I don't know. That was a little creepy. Don't do that.
I don't smile. It
I know.
feels really weird.
Put a smile on your face, George. Dang it. I don't know. That was a little creepy. Don't do that.
I don't smile. It
I know.
feels really weird.
Put a smile on your face, George. Dang it.
How you doing, nerds? Happy Saturday. I'm George here with my co-host Daniel. Daniel, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good today. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm doing just ducky. Just ducky. What have you been up to this week?
Work. Now, yeah, still getting used to 10-hour days, but other than that, not too much. When I do watch any TV or whatever, it's been like some How I Met Your Mother reruns on Hulu. The Walking Dead. I know that's one I watch pretty religiously. So actually, wow, shoot, I'm actually an episode behind, so I need to get caught up on that. Other than that, as far as games go, I really haven't had time to play much. I am playing the puzzle game called Treasure Stacker. I'm writing an article, a review of it. Fun little puzzle game. Actually pretty difficult. I was pretty surprised. But definitely pretty fun. I'll have that article out tonight.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Now, you were saying, I think I was talking to you about it. It's kind of like a Tetris type game, right? But
Cool.
There's other players.
You can, yes. You can play solo or you can play online with others. And it's kind of a mix in a way between Tetris and like Bejeweled Blitz or one of the color matches style.
Okay.
It's pretty interesting. I like the mechanics that they use. It kind of combines a lot of different stuff as far as that same type of, have blocks falling type of thing have to match, but they have really cool mechanics to it, and it makes it much more difficult than I was really expecting, but pretty fun. Definitely a game I am glad I have, but I don't know about if it's, I wouldn't say it's worth $20, to be honest, though.
Okay.
But
All right.
I'll get more in depth into that on the actual article, which will be posted on the face or the web page.
Okay.
So,
Right on. Um,
what about you? It's a puzzle game.
it's on
The
alphanerdsguild.com.
Alpha Nerds Guild. Yeah, alphanerdsguild.com on the blogs.
I too played a game for review. I played The Gardens Between,
Mhm.
which is a puzzle game that's kind of like part Rube Goldberg machine, part time stopping. It's
Mhm.
really good. I played it on PC, and in fact, I liked it so much I bought it for my Switch.
Oh, nice.
So it's one of the best games I played in the last year.
Really?
It's
That
innovative.
good?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's innovative. It's beautifully drawn. Gameplay mechanics are good.
Nice.
It's not a game you have to commit a lot of time to. So
Yeah.
I like that.
That's definitely a good thing sometimes.
Yep. And then yesterday, when I got my car worked on, I played through The First Tree on the Switch, and that's a another indie game. It's got quite a moving story. You play as a fox, and I don't really want to give away too much because it's I don't want to give away the story. The story's
Right.
not about the fox, really. I mean,
Okay.
tangentially, but it's beautifully drawn. It's pretty simple mechanics. A shorter game as well. I think I maybe 2 hours into it.
Okay.
I've also been playing Tetris 99. Still trying to get my first victory. I consistently making it in the top 10.
That's good.
Yeah, it gets crazy when you get in the top 10 though.
I saw the post the where they were talking about the how all these people kids go in to play it and they're getting beat out by the people with like grandma and grandpas with old school nicknames and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun one. I've also been playing some more Sea of Thieves, trying to get to Pirate Legend before March 20th. Because if you get to Pirate Legend before the anniversary, you get some. They haven't announced what, but some special gear.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm knocking on the door. It's not quite there yet. And I've been playing New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, which I really like.
Yeah.
Well, it's not new. It was on the Wii U. It's just they call it, that's the name of the new line is the New Super Mario Brothers. It's the traditional side-scrolling Mario platformer where you can play as Luigi, Toad, etc. They added a character or two, I think. I think once you beat it, you can play as Princess Peach, maybe? I'm not sure.
Yeah, there was at least it was Princess Peach and someone else. I can't remember who. But yeah, there was definitely a couple characters, and I'm pretty sure they actually added a little more. I don't know if it's like levels or what, but they added something, and I can't remember what it was. But not to mention the fact that it is both New Super Mario Brother.
And the new Luigi.
New Luigi U combined together. So even if you have one or the other on the U, it's worth it to get it because then you'll have both, and it's. I mean, it's what, $40 or something like that, like $39.
No, it's 60.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was the full 60.
Okay.
I got it a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I really enjoy it. I actually prefer those Mario games over the 3D Mario games. I'm one of the few.
Mhm.
But
that's
hey, Josh.
There's a lot more than just a few that prefer those style. Yeah.
I really didn't care for Mario Odyssey. I thought it was okay.
Now, I'm one of those that I can separate the two. So, like, I absolutely love the classic style and everything like that. That's what I grew up on. But I can separate the 3D ones, like Mario Odyssey. To me, they're completely separate franchises, is the way I look at it. So I absolutely love Odyssey. I've beat it. I want to go back through because I haven't played. So they just had the new content for it not too long ago that I haven't played. So I want to do that. But
Right
yeah.
on. Yeah, I've also been playing or watching Outlander. I just finished up the 4th season of that. Been watching some documentaries, watching The West by Ken Burns. And it is. All the stuff he makes is good. And I just started watching season 2 of Star Trek Discovery, and so far so good.
Yeah.
It's all right.
It looks
I liked
good.
the first season a lot.
Yeah. I forgot. I also have been I started watching The Umbrella Academy.
I've heard that's good.
It's on Netflix. It's really good. I've only watched the first couple episodes. It has actually been set. They are doing another season after this one. They said so, but it's good. It's kind of it's a superhero style. Kind of think of the what was the one with the Save the Cheerleader, Save the World? Is it Heroes? Is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay.
Never saw it.
It kind of makes me think of that in a lot of ways, but even a little edgier, a little darker in some ways. So, but definitely worth a look if you like anything about superpowers and stuff. It's good.
There's a talking chimp in it, right?
Yes, there is.
Yeah, it's on my list to watch.
Well worth it. My sister was the one that told me about it. Her daughter is an extreme nerd like us. Loves stuff like that, so she's the one that got us into it. Hey, Jim.
Hey, Jamie.
Nice.
They're dangerous. They're very dangerous.
They can be, yeah. Depends on the breed mostly, though. Some are definitely more dangerous than others.
Yeah, they're pretty aggressive from what I understand, or they can be.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get on to our main topic today. Earlier this week, Nintendo announced the first mainline Pokemon game for one of the consoles. Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. What do you think about it, Daniel?
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I would say that first off, it's the Pokemon. I mean, everybody knows Pokemon. The cool thing is it's going back to the core game series.
Mm-hmm.
Not another Let's Go Pikachu type of game or Eevee, whatever, and not a Pokemon Go. From what we can tell from the trailer, it's not going to have the try and catch them by just throwing a Pokeball. You're actually doing the battles true to the original series, so that makes me happy. I did not get Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee. I went ahead and skipped those just because of that. Like I played, I still on occasion go out and play some Pokemon Go, but I want the true, original RPG style, and it's definitely looking like it. But yes, Jamie, we will be getting to that here in just a second. There's actually a poll. We got a poll up for that. Did you put that up there yet, Kenny? Yep. So we're going to have a poll to see which Pokemon you're going to be starting with. But I will tell you this: I think this is just going to be an amazing game. First, sure. Who is it that they the main people doing it?
It's Game Freak.
Yeah, Game Freak. Yeah. I couldn't think of them. They've done a good job in the past. I think they're going to do it justice. So.
Oh yeah, well they're the excuse me, they're the ones that started it. They've made all the core Pokemon games all the way up through, I believe.
So, did they make?
I think so.
Yeah, okay.
I believe so.
Nice. I couldn't remember if it was Game Freak or not.
I'm fairly certain. I've only played a couple of them, so I'm not a Poke expert by any means. But I've seen a lot of theories going around online about how the new area, I forget the name of it. It begins with a G. How it's
Galen?
Galtar or something like that.
Galdar. What is it? No, I got to look.
I've heard theories about how it actually connects to. Is it Kanto? Is the one from Pokemon Red and Blue, and all sorts of stuff. There's also a lot of people that are already talking about how they're going to be Sobble mains because he looks so. He's like the manatee of the Pokemon world.
He just. Do you know what my problem with Sobble? He looks scared. He just looks so scared to me. Like no. I want a Pokemon that's getting ready to just do some damage. Obviously, I'm going with Pokemon Sword because I want to do damage. I
think I'm going to go with Shield.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that works. We'll have to trade.
Well, yeah, because that's why I figured everyone's going to go with Sword. So
Galar region.
Galar, okay.
Galar. But yeah, I'm going with Grookey. I'm sorry. I mean, look at me. I kind of fit the monkey style anyway, so I'm going with Grookey. I've always had fascination with chimps in general. Well, like we were just talking, I love the talking chimp. But he just there was one of my YouTubers that I watch. He was talking about is like what you really got to do is look at what you think they're going to be like at the end of the evolution,
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I can see Grookey being just this giant ape, just looking cool
King
as hell.
Kong.
Exactly. Now, don't get me wrong. I can almost guarantee you, though, Sobble is going to end up like some, amazing evolution. Just
I'm sure.
Because it looks so scared and everything, it's going to evolve into something pretty awesome. I mean, well, look at Magikarp and going. So yeah, definitely. I'm still a Grookey guy. Scorbunny is a second.
Yeah, we lost your audio there. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go with Scorbunny. Oh, there you go.
Okay, I was hearing you guys the entire time.
Oh, yeah, we lost your feed. Anyways, I'm going to go with Scorbunny. I think he looks the coolest.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think the first time I played, I think I was Alpha Sapphire. And I think I chose the fire type in that, but I could be mistaken. To be honest, like I really know so little of what I'm doing with the Pokemon games. I'm just, this one looks good. And the only thing I did is I named my character Frank Reynolds from It's Always Sunny, and I named all the Pokemon I kept after different events and things from It's Always Sunny. So
right. Well, yeah, absolutely.
You got it up?
Maybe.
Oh, there it is.
Yep. Sorry, yeah, you got me looking right at it, so...
Yeah.
I wanted to see it anyways.
It looks awesome, and it appears to be set like a Victorian England type setting, which is kind of interesting, kind of new.
Right.
I do like that you've got the battles in the grass still.
Yes, and see, that was something some people I've heard really would prefer you can see the Pokemon in the grass to know who you're going up against, but not me. I think, going from, the classic and everything is like, I like it. I like getting the surprise of, oh, there's something, and it just, then you find out what it is. I prefer that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would too, although, sometimes you get towards the end of the game and you're so overpowered you don't want to fight anything.
Right, yeah.
And it's nice to be able to just avoid them.
Mm-hmm. There's your Score Bunny.
Yep.
Yeah, and Score Bunny was kind of is my second choice. Sobble's my least favorite. But yes, Score Bunny was pretty cool. For one thing, I started my first Pokemon was Red, and of course I went Charmander. I was dead set on Charmander from the beginning. Still one of my favorites, but it's funny because now I actually prefer Blastoise over Charizard. Like something about them. But there's my Grookey.
Yep. A lot of people are already Team Grookey.
And you know, there's going to be a lot going for everyone because everybody's personality is so different.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm definitely I'm definitely kind of a monkey ape type of guy. That's just who I am. Exactly. There you go. But so yeah, I am so excited for it. I'm not going to really be pre-ordering much in the way of games anytime soon. I've been fairly disappointed with so many games that I've pre-ordered in the last year or two. I was like, now Rage 2, I'm definitely pre-ordering that. But that's not even if I don't like it, I'm still pre-ordering it because I'm doing an article about it for one thing, and I love the first one. But as far as most games that are coming out this year, I'm not going to pre-order. I'm going to wait and see.
Yeah. For the most part, I will as well, except with Nintendo.
That's true.
They seem to be a very known quantity, and very rarely do they disappoint with their games, especially on the Switch.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, absolutely.
Even ARMS and Mario Tennis weren't great games, but they were still pretty good and they were still fun and innovative, especially ARMS. So
yeah, ARMS is pretty cool. I didn't actually play too much of it though. It was fun. I enjoyed what I played, and I was done. Yeah, but it's. No, and I'm talking even demo when I played it. Was when I played it. I didn't actually buy it.
Okay, I played the main game for a while. I liked it.
Yeah, and definitely an innovative style. I really enjoy that, and works perfectly for the Switch. But
it does. Yeah, and I like how you could twist the arms by twisting the Joy-Con.
But even ARMS, even Mario Tennis, and all that, they didn't. Even though they didn't do amazingly well, they still sold pretty decently.
Yep. And they're well-made games,
right? I mean, not a single first-party Nintendo game on the Switch has sold horribly, except maybe the 1, 2, 3 Switch. I don't know how well it did.
Yeah, and I think that should have been a pack-in.
It should have, just like Wii Sports. Yeah, just like Wii Sports.
I'm surprised they haven't done that with all their consoles yet. I know there was a couple bundles that had it, a digital code for it. So
but overall, I mean, you look at what they've done as a model for the company for the Switch, and especially, it's just been perfect. They have taken what they know their customers want and just made it all better. Just every single first party title has come out being exactly what I've wanted.
Yep.
You look at Smash Bros. It takes the Smash Bros. Series and just adds to it, makes it fresh with the Spirit Adventure mode. The classic mode, all these things that they added into it. It's literally exactly what I wanted plus more.
Yep.
And Mario Odyssey,
Mario Kart, all of them.
I mean, they've just done so amazingly well, and it's so early in its life cycle. You look at
tomorrow's the 2-year anniversary, and they're already over 32 million.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah, worldwide 32 million console sales. It's probably, at this point, probably closer to 33, 34 million, I would think.
Yeah, and it's just getting started. I mean, well, shoot, Pokemon. I mean,
Yeah.
right there is
Pokemon's going to be a system seller.
one of the biggest. It will match Smash Bros. And most likely surpass it. And Smash Bros. Did amazingly well. As far as like how many systems got sold because of it. It's going to be another amazing year for the Switch, especially
I know the Zelda game coming out. At the end of the
thank
year.
you. Yeah, the Link's Awakening.
Yep.
That's another one. I'm definitely going to get it. I don't know if I'll pre-order it, but I'll get it right around one.
Oh, I've already pre-ordered. I played it on the original GameCube, and it was tough, and I loved it.
I did it. I did not get to play it on the original GameCube, so I'll definitely have to get it.
Yeah, when I saw that in the trailer, I immediately, as soon as I saw the pant leg, I knew it was Link's Awakening.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
All right, well, let's take a moment here and get a word from one of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
We got a little commercial to play for you. All right. And moving on to our next topic, that was a nice little commercial there. We're gonna talk. We got still doing the shows of yesteryear that we really liked, and that we either wish were still around or we still watch.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I'll let you go with your first choice.
Okay, well, my first choice would be the original Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I grew up on. I mean, that was one of the first, Saturday morning cartoons and things like that. It was Scooby-Doo. It was always my favorite. Just the simplicity in a lot of ways, and the way they took the same formula but made it fresh each episode. And just one of those. And now I see some of the newer stuff with the whole Shaggy meme going around with trying to get them into Mortal Kombat 11 it cracks me up, but it's not Scooby-Doo to me. I got to go back to the originals with Casey Kasem as the voices there and everything. Just can't get past it. It's just nostalgia. I still have it was a Scooby what was that shirt? Yeah, it was my old Scooby shirt. It was, the Scooby snack and everything. But it's just, Shaggy and Smash Bros. That'd be awesome. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I don't know. I just think it's funny, the whole.
Hey, Edward.
Powerful. But
yeah, Scooby-Doo was a lot of fun. And I loved it when they had Batman and Robin or the Three Stooges.
Oh yeah. They had, Kiss on in there.
Did they?
Yeah. They had, was it the Beatles? Or was it the Monkees?
The Monkees.
The Monkees. They had the Monkees on there. Didn't they have, some of the Gilligan's Island crew?
Maybe.
I can't remember that one.
Peter
I might
Tork?
be wrong. What's
Peter
that?
Tork from the Monkees passed away this week.
I know. It's so sad.
And here's a little trivia for you. The one guy in the Monkees with the glasses, was it Mike Nesmith? I think is his name. His mother invented whiteout.
Huh. Did not know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. And that's actually another show I really liked growing up, was the Monkees. Hey, with the Monkees.
Yeah.
Right.
Edward.
What's with the monkey theme going on?
What's that?
What's with the monkey theme going on right now?
I don't know. Edward, I agree. Mortal Kombat did seem a bit much of a stretch for having Shaggy. Maybe Soul Calibur. They seem to put all sorts of random characters in that. So,
although I did see Tekken 7. Did you see their new character they're bringing out?
It's
Negan from The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
With his bat and seal. That makes me want to get Tekken 7 back out. That like Negan, like I said, I'm a big Walking Dead fan. So having him being able to play as Negan would be pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever actually. I mean, I think I've played a Tekken game, but I know I've never bought one.
Really? See, that's actually my favorite fighting series. Tekken 3, I believe it was. My dad absolutely loved it. It was the one that had the panda bear. I can't remember which one that was. The panda's been in multiple, but it was like the first one he was in, I think, or something like that. But,
yeah.
It was like Tekken 3, and my dad absolutely loved it and could kick your butt at it, too. He was really good at it.
Street Fighter 2 is really the only fighting games I really liked. So
yeah, they're good, but yeah, Virtua Fighter, yeah, that was a good one too.
One of the shows of yesteryear I want to talk about, and that kind of plays into what you were just talking about, is the old school Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah,
the Wile E. Coyote with the rockets and the anvils.
Oh yeah, the Martian
Pig. Marvin the Martian, yep. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck.
Just so many.
Oh, such great cartoons.
Oh yeah.
Yosemite Sam, Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah.
I love Foghorn Leghorn. Well, I do say.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I could see that. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah, I love the classic Looney Tunes, man. And I love the meme that's out there. It's like back in my day, you didn't have to tell people, don't use dynamite and blow people up. We weren't stupid back then. It's like, you look at those shows, I mean, they're some of the most violent ever cartoons out there.
Yeah.
And we never thought to, emulate them like that. No.
Yeah, Elmer Fudd always hunted the wasquy wabbit.
Yeah.
Stick his finger in the shotgun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah, it would have been fun, but it was like we also realized, okay, yeah, not going to happen. But right. But you know what? Hey, I want to say one thing though. Something that is just not appreciated. You look at Wile E. Coyote, right? And just look at all, great him, he used all these awesome inventions and everything, just couldn't do it. But nobody talks about his beautiful murals that he paints on the sides of these walls that look exactly like a tunnel. I mean, just amazing. It was beautiful. Hey, Randy Davis. And Keith. Oh.
Hey, Keith.
Hello, Keith. But anyways, so yeah, I just had to put it in there.
No, I did see someone recently, they did paint a Wile E. Coyote mural on a wall, and someone drove into it.
Yes, I saw that too. I have no idea where it was. Yeah.
I don't know.
Nice. That's just funny.
Yeah, those were great cartoons. And what I liked about them, it goes to what I like about indie games now, is they were short.
Right.
They were bite-sized. They weren't drawn out. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, what's another show that you miss and you like watching?
And well, and I do get to catch some reruns every once in a while. Is MASH. I grew up watching MASH, like as a young kid. Now I had no idea what they were talking about half the time. Their jokes were done in a way that kids couldn't understand it. Which is actually a good thing. Nowadays maybe kids could understand it a little more, but definitely one of those shows that it just resonates so well. I mean, the humor was on point, but then they had the drama and the way they portrayed it, the war and everything. It was done really well. Just still one of my favorites to watch every once in a while. It's a good show. Did you
Yeah.
ever get into it?
Not really.
Yeah.
It just never really did anything for me. I watched a couple episodes here and there. Some of my friends in high school, they really enjoyed it, and I just never really got into it.
Yeah. Definitely, I could see it's definitely not a show for everyone, that's for sure. But Pretender?
I've never heard of it.
Huh. No, I don't know that I've ever heard of that. The Pretender. I'll have to check that out, see if there's a way to watch it.
I will say this about MASH. My battle buddy in basic training apparently lived a few doors down from Alan Alda.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. He was a rich kid from New Jersey, and he went to NYU, and I said to him in basic training, like, why'd you enlist? He's like, I don't know. I just did. Like, all right.
Interesting.
Man.
I'll have to check that out.
Hey, Caden, how you doing? Yep, Caden just joined.
Oh, that's not that old. Okay, The Pretender wasn't that old. That was in, like, 2000. Okay.
Now, me, this next one I want to talk about covers several series. And I mentioned the current one earlier, Star Trek.
Mhm.
And I'm a big fan of the original series from the 60s, The Next Generation from the 80s and early 90s, Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is my favorite. This little guy's name is Cisco.
Uh-huh.
Voyager, Star Trek to me is quintessential sci-fi.
Oh, yeah.
It's some of it is still very much out there, but it's very much more believable and reasonable than a lot of other sci-fi,
Until you get into things like Q.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
But yes, definitely. It is true sci-fi. I mean, yes, it's fictional, but it's based off of some science that then they embellish on.
Yeah.
And done really well. I mean, you look at the original series was awesome. Gotta love William Shatner. I mean, come on now. But
Spock. Yeah, that's it's a classic crew.
Mhm.
I think Bones was a terrible doctor, but he would have been a great drinking buddy.
Yes, absolutely.
I wouldn't trust the guy to even check my pulse, but I'll have a bottle of bourbon with him.
Right.
But yeah, Scotty, like,
Mhm.
give me a little Scott Captain.
It's just a well done show. I don't
It
care
is.
what. Yes. Some of the, I mean, obviously the aliens weren't exactly amazing CGI and stuff like that, but what they had to work with at the time, it was done great. I loved it. And to be, I mean, shoot, they were getting ready to cancel it after the first season, or they did cancel it after the first season, but because of the fans, brought it back. How many total seasons was it there for?
The original series was 3.
Okay. Yeah. And then the Next Generation, I gotta say, is my favorite.
Yeah, it's good. A lot of people, it's because it's in our generation, it's the one we grew up watching.
That's it. And that's exactly all it is.
But Deep Space Nine aired, I think, for 3 or 4 seasons while the Next Generation did as well. 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, I didn't really start watching the Next Generation until about when Deep Space Nine came on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Deep Space Nine. Actually, it's funny. Yeah. What are you saying, Kitty? Oh, my bad. but yeah, so Deep Space Nine. Yeah, it's funny because my dad actually was watching a rerun of it last night, and it was I didn't catch all of it, but where something got into their heads that caused them to start fighting and everything. That was it. But yeah, definitely, it's one of those. Deep Space Nine is one I never got into. It was just that time of my life. But that now that I'm seeing some of these reruns, it's like, man, I need to go back and watch it all. It's actually really good.
Especially if you get into, I think season 4 starts the Dominion War. Like, it gets really dark, really deep, very adult. You see some stuff in there that's, stuff that really skirts or just jumps past the line of what a Starfleet officer should do.
Yeah.
Like, I sent you that GIF earlier of the "It's a Fake." That's from one of the most famous episodes of Deep Space Nine. I think it's called "In the Pale Moonlight."
Yeah.
Babylon 5 was good.
I've actually never watched any Babylon 5.
It was all right. I think Walter Koenig was in a couple seasons of it, but it is not better than Deep Space Nine, Jared. It is good. It is not better than Deep Space Nine.
But yep, I'm definitely a big fan of Star Trek, including the movies. The Voyage Home, Star Trek 4, still one of my favorites. Definitely deviates from the normal Star Trek, but I liked it. It was as a kid, it was just so awesome. But overall, the movies, it's got to be the Wrath of Khan, man. That man.
I saw that live on First Contact Day.
Oh yeah.
Here, Shatner was in the house too. Actually, I wrote about it for it's on the Elf Nerds Guild. If you go back and look, the article is on there.
I remember reading that.
So, all right. Well, let's get another word from one of our sponsors here. Next up, we've got an ad from Man Sports. Same ad, okay.
Not Man Sports. Okay.
All right.
Okay, well, I do have one more show.
Okay.
That is, it features my first big crush as a kid, Winnie Cooper from the Wonder Years. Oh my gosh, dude, yeah, and it's funny because she is a brilliant. She's a scientist of some sort. I can't remember now, but yeah.
Yeah, she's a mathematician, I think.
She's got a PhD and all that. I mean, just a brilliant woman. And she's been in, actually, I just saw her on How I Met Your Mother. She played a girl on there. And yeah, still hot as can be. Yeah, just amazing. But the show itself, I still love it. It's one of those shows. It was growing up as a young kid. I mean, this was when I was really young too, like 5 to 8, somewhere in there. So, and it just one of those kids to teenage year type show dramas, and growing up and some comedy and everything. So it was just a great show. I had to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's another one I never really got into. I saw an episode here and there, and it did nothing for me.
And I was kind of on that cusp of being a little too young to get into it, but I also had an older brother and sister, so for me, that's kind of Mayim Bialik or Blalik,
Mayim Bialik,
however you pronounce it, yeah, bioscience,
that's right.
Yeah.
Yep, I think neuroscience.
George,
I'm not too young.
Actually, he looks.
I went to high school with Keith. Keith graduated high school with me the year. Well, he was the year before me, so.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I am not that young, Keith. I may have a baby face, but I'm not that young. All right, well, let's move on to our next segment. We got some upcoming games, video game news, things like that. Now, there's a game coming out on the 5th of this month, I believe, that you're really excited for, correct?
It's the 8th, Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Friday, and that is Devil May Cry 5. I played the demo for it, and it goes back to the original style, or the old, because they had that kind of offshoot, the DMC. It was good. I enjoyed it too, but this one goes back to the style of like Devil May Cry 4 and previous ones. And just a little bit I got to play was awesome. I cannot wait. It is a true hack and slash. Absolutely. I am next weekend I'm going to be spending on that game pretty much. And I'll have a review out for it after that as well. So
yeah, it looks cool. I don't know if I'm going to get it. It's not really my type of thing, but I might keep an eye out for a sale. Now this week there is a game coming out that I think I'm going to get, and that's Left Alive, which is the mech shooter that's going to be on PC and PlayStation 4. It's made by Square Enix, and the team working on it has the director from the Armored Core series and the model designer from the Metal Gear series. So it's some guys with some good pedigree for mech games. So I'm really interested for it. Some of the gameplay video looks a bit janky and a bit laggy, so I don't know. I don't know if that was just early footage or what. So
it's another one of those that I don't think it's a game for me specifically. It looks interesting, but just not my style quite. I don't think. Yeah, but
yeah. Well, I'll let you know how it is if I get it. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Later this month, I want to say on the 20th. I could be mistaken. Somewhere around there. No, it's the 29th, I think, actually. Yoshi's Crafted World is coming out. It's starting the new Nintendo first-party year off.
Right.
And it looks cool. I've heard the demo's a lot of fun. I haven't got a chance to play it yet.
Same here.
But
I don't know if I'm going to get it or not. It's one I'd like, and eventually I might get it if there's a break in some games or whatever. But it definitely looks geared more towards kids, a younger audience. But yeah, Keith, that's cool. Yeah, you'll have to let us know.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it should be pretty interesting, but I'm not looking forward to it enough to buy it yet.
Yeah. What's interesting is you've got these different like costumes that double as armor,
right?
And disguises and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you can you can replay levels, but start at the end and go to the beginning.
Oh,
which adds some more replay, and there's probably hidden items you can only get that way.
Yeah.
So
that'd be cool.
I have a feeling it's gonna have a lot of replay value to it. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. But
it sounds so much like the Little Big Planet series. And that aspect is like there's a lot of hidden items and secrets stashed away, and if you go about things just differently, as far as like playing it backwards. Well, like in Little Big Planet, the more people you have, you can play from 1 to 4 players co-op. The more players you have, the more areas you can unlock. So I wonder if they're going to go that route too. And I love Little Big Planet, so that's why it's like this one. It's right on that. Am I going to get it or not? Because it's my style. I love that style.
If you like Little Big Planet, you may want to try and get in the Dreams beta, which is going to be this spring.
I heard about
finally
that.
Coming out. It's Media Molecule. They made Little Big Planet. They're making this, and this is more of a like a Mario Maker type game. So it's more about into the game creation as opposed to. I mean, you can play the levels that you've made and other people have made, but it's really deep in those developer tools. So
Right, and that's the problem, though. That's kind of the aspect of Little Big Planet I didn't get that big into. The story
Fair
mode is
enough.
what I really love. But yeah, Keith's talking about the Lego games and how different characters to get different things. Yeah,
Yep.
very much. Yeah, and that's like in Little Big Planet 3, you have a total of 4 different SAC characters that you can play as and bring up, and yeah, you have to use certain ones to get to certain areas. If you like that sort of thing, Little Big Planet 3 is a good one to check out, and I have a feeling Yoshi's Crafted World is going to be a lot like that as well. So definitely worth checking out.
I agree. Well, those are the only games coming out anytime soon that I really want to talk about. Oh, real quick, I do want to say I'm hoping Yoshi's Crafted World is at PAX East when I'm there.
Yeah.
And maybe I'll get a chance to play it because I know Nintendo's going to have a booth. So
yeah, definitely. You'll have to let me know how it goes out there, man.
I will. All right, so we got some upcoming ANG events. As usual, we do the weekly recap. Friday Free For All will be next Friday. It went on last night, so you got to wait a week for the next one. The streamer of the month this week is Dagger for Hire. Go give him a watch on Twitch.
Yep, absolutely.
He plays some games. I think first-person shooters are his thing, if I remember reading correctly.
I think he was doing the Call of Duty or maybe PUBG but yeah, pretty much a shooter style, if I'm not mistaken.
So go give him a watch. And then for those nerds that are in the Elkhart, Indiana area, next month, April 13th, the freedomsystems.org, which is a charity that helps veterans just like ANG, is doing the Speak Freely event. So keep an eye out for that. Go over to freedomsystem.org, give them it on the Facebook and give them a follow for more details.
Yep, absolutely.
Daniel, is there anything else you want to cover?
No, the link for that freedomsystem.org is in the comments there, so definitely check that out. But other than that, no, I mean, shoot, I think we've covered it pretty well. Yeah, but I choose you. Oh, and that's one thing I'm really liking. I'm really looking forward to the Detective Pikachu movie. I'm actually pretty interested in that. Ryan Reynolds is Pikachu. Yeah,
it does seem interesting.
Yeah, I know. Right? Well,
no, watch The Voices.
The what?
The Voices. I think it's called The Voices. I saw the trailer and I thought it was going to be an awesome movie, and I finally watched it. He plays a guy that's a little wacky. His cat and his dog talk to him, and they tell him to murder people. And the dog is big and goofy, and the cat's got a Scottish accent, I think.
I know of that. I never watched it.
It wasn't as good or as funny as I was hoping.
And you know what? Hey, I'm going to say something very controversial here. I liked the Green Lantern.
I thought it was all right.
I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. Now, definitely not up to the original Green Lantern comics and all that, but still an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
So. But anyways. Okay. That's fine. But I tell you what, well, no, I can't go into that. That's spoilers for Deadpool 2, the end credits.
You know what? The movie's a year old now. You can spoil it.
Okay, I'm sorry. At the end credits, when he's using the time, what the watch or whatever, and he goes back and shoots himself. Green Lantern. I just cracked up. I died, and then he goes back and shoots the Deadpool in the Wolverine. When he shoots him. Yeah, I loved it. But that's the thing. I actually liked the Deadpool in the X-Men movie. I thought it was pretty interesting. But I had never gotten big into the X-Men comics, so I didn't know too much about Deadpool and stuff before that.
Yeah, I didn't like what they did with him. With the swords coming out of his arms and the shutting his mouth, sewing his mouth shut, and all that jazz.
Right, but did you know about him before all that?
I did, yeah, from the Marvel Ultimate Alliance games.
Right, and that's exactly. I didn't know anything about him, so for me, it was just a pretty cool looking guy that had a lot of Wolverine's abilities and could do stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it was cool.
Could teleport.
Right.
Yeah, and didn't they give him Cyclops' power too, or something like that?
Right. Yeah, he had the eyes because it started to go black, and then he shot. Yeah, and that's what destroyed the nuclear tower, whatever that thing's called.
Yeah, the
But,
coolant tower.
yeah. But,
all right, well, I think that's all I got for this week.
What? Oh, you got the poll up there. I don't see the results though. There. See, that's what I thought. Yeah. It's horrible. Just a horrible movie. Yeah, it was fun. What was it a masterpiece? Did it even adhere to the originals? No. But so what? It was fun. It was entertainment. That's what movies are about, entertaining you. But anyways, let's not get into that argument. All right. Well, yeah, I think I'm done.
Yep, I'm done as well. I don't have anything else I need to cover.
No. He
That
does
is the
so
Kenny
much. He does so much for ANG. It's not even funny. Sacrificed so much of his time for it. So, thank you, Kenny. Yep. Have a great week, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one, nerds.